Let's speak to Nabila Ramdani, Middle East analyst, who listened to that first speech. He promised a new Egypt, but how much room for manoeuvre has he got at the moment? He hasn't even got a constitution yet, has he?
Well, you put your finger on the crux of the matter, really, and his very fiery and indeed dramatic and confident speech belies the fact that he's a president with very limited powers. He has no constitution, there is no parliament. He doesn't have the power to declare war. He will be able to put together a cabinet, but won't be able to name a defense minister, for example. And he's very anxious about the military, who's been increasing its power recently over the last few days even, and to the point that the military named a National Defense Council who will be in charge of all defense matters and indeed foreign policy, supervising the military budget as well. So very little room for manoeuvre.
The two candidates, though, in the runoff for the presidential elections were poles apart, weren't they? One representing Mubarak, a former general in Mubarak's regime, Mohammed Morsi from the Muslim Brotherhood. Do you think that most Egyptians, or some Egyptians, will be happy with the fact that his power is going to be tempered by the military and that he's not going to be able to put forward a very strict Islamist Sharia law style Muslim Brotherhood agenda?
I think these are the fears expressed by some sections of the Egyptian population, and that's why we've seen a very wily and indeed pragmatic president speaking a while ago to Cairo University, trying desperately to reassure everybody and speaking, addressing all sections of Egyptian society. He, for example, guaranteed free thinking for intellectuals. He also applauded the military for their efforts during the uprising, for being the shield of the people. He also mentioned the state of the economy, saying that he will guarantee stability and prosperity for the country. But he also opened up his speech to the Arab world in general, saying that Egypt should be a model. But there's no doubt that the deep-seated antipathy between the two historic rivals, the Muslim Brotherhood and the army, will be very hard to smooth over.
Okay, Nabila Ramdani, thank you very much indeed.